I was raised in church with my grandmother, not my parents. Both of my parents were alcoholics. And had a pretty bad childhood. And that turned me to God early on. So I knew there had to be something better out there. Then after that, I met Joe. He definitely wasn't on that path. And I knew that if we were going to make it, he'd have to be. Because I knew I had to be. And just asked him, would he go to church with me? And we picked a church and went. And he went, and then I just wasn't getting what I needed. Didn't feel I was being fed. Didn't feel anybody was really teaching me anything. I wanted more. I wanted somebody to tell me how to walk closer with God, not just you show up at church on Sunday and that's your ticket. So a friend told me about Crosspoint and invited me a couple of times. I was kind of skeptical because she said it was not traditional, and that made me nervous. So I came one time and have been ever since.
I was raised from a young lad in church. My grandmother took me, and when we moved a little farther away where my grandmother couldn't take me, my mother would put me and my brother on the church bus on Sundays and send us to Sunday school and church. It's sort of hard to learn about Jesus at a young age when you hadn't got the direction that a parent could give you. And so we learned what we could in Sunday school, and we slept through the services like most kids do. And as I got older, I got back into church, and just it didn't go down the path I wanted to go down. I didn't like where I was going, so I stepped away again and went back to the way of life I was living. When I trained to wrestle, I was trained by a man named George South in the Italian Stallion, and George was a devout Christian. He wanted everybody to be a Christian just like him, but I was young and dumb and didn't want nothing to do with it. And he would bring his Bible in the dressing rooms when we do TV at WCW and WWF, and all the overnamed guys would make fun of him, so we do the same too, you know. And we didn't understand how serious a Christian he was, and I look up to him now for that. When I met my wife, we decided to get in church together so we could have a better life and a better marriage, and we finally made it to Crosspoint, and it's totally changed our lives, and I love it.
When I came to Crosspoint, I liked that it was real. There was just nothing fake about it. I mean, it wasn't about wearing a three-piece suit or, you know, looking your best. You know, everybody looked comfortable, everybody looked like they belong, and everybody smiled. Everybody that we come in contact with met us with a smile. So I felt led to invite anybody that would listen, and even if they didn't want to listen, that I might leave them a voicemail or send them a text message and invite them anyway. But I discovered that if as many people would invite people to church and to do things for the Lord as they do to do something bad, that the world could be a different place. Because people call you up and invite you to the movie, they'll invite you to go have a drink, they'll invite you to dinner, but nobody calls you and invites you to church. And that's what I wanted to do differently. So I did, and people came, and a lot of people came. I've probably been backstage 7, 8 times with at least one, if not 2 or 3 people with me. And to bring them to Crosspoint, and they think it's amazing that you get to go backstage and meet the pastor and other people of the church, you know.
I know you've been back there 8 times at least. Well, you've been back there enough they told you not to come there. They said no more free flavored water for you.
And when Chris came up to us and said, thank you for the people that you've been bringing. And I don't know what's going on with y'all, but man, I can see God working in y'all's life, and that's awesome. That was amazing to me because you usually think pastors don't know who all's in their church. In my experience, they don't, and definitely don't know your name, and definitely don't realize that you're bringing people to church. So that was amazing to me that he knew who we were, he knew where we sit, he knew who we brought. So I like that. I went to the Fresh Start class because she took the Fresh Start class and told me I should do it, and I never missed a class and was sad when it was over. So I love Fresh Start, and I'll take it again. My favorite thing Rick does is, whew, man, I'm telling you. And he always grabs me. another thing that Rick Edwards does. He'll have the Bible and he's serious about it and he's intense and he'll say, "Man, this is good stuff. This is good stuff." Or you hear it's in there. I'm telling you, if you look, it's in there. You just got to get in there and get at it. It's great stuff, people. It's great stuff, but you got to do it. You got to do the work. I still love the woof and grabbing his hair though. I love that.
I learned a whole lot more about prayer and praying and what you're supposed to do when you're not in church. What steps to take to keep you close to God and not step away. And my wife come to all the classes, and she in turn would come home and give me the lesson plans, which we tried to apply together. As far as you got to pray together to stay together as a family.
It sticks with me that Rick said, "Could you be convicted in a court of law of being a follower of Jesus Christ?" And I want to be able to be convicted. I want people to see it. I like the different man that God makes him. He makes him a better husband and a better father. And I see the difference in him. He's kinder, more considerate of me. And I like it. I have to share this. I was told from the time I was 14 years old that I could never have children. And that I would never be able to conceive a child or carry a child because of medical problems that I have. And now I have an 11-month-old daughter that I just can't even believe I have. And just found out that we're expecting our next one. So God just couldn't be any better. And I see God's love for me every day when I look at my daughter.
So that's what I love about her. Hi, my name's Joe.
My name's Amber.
Stallings. And we
are Crosspoint.